And you guys know, with another week, it's a new episode. It's actually this first episode of February.
The month of February. How would you say February? It's not a trick question.
What do you mean?
Because this is one of those months that always pissed me off on how do you spell it.
I never really thought about it.
Do you know how to spell it? I'm not a trick question.
Nah,
I just wrote it down.
Right now, first off the top of my head. Because in my head, is it February?
Yes.
No, wait.
Yes.
That's the real way to say it?
No.
Oh.
But.
Febuary.
No.
It's not?
Febuary.
And
why?
But you see what I just said? I said February.
But that's why I said yes. February. Like who? English. I love it. I love it.
Welcome to episode CUATRO of Two Peas in a Pod. My name's Patini.
And my name's Plague.
And you might be asking why they're a bit layered. It's because this is probably the third episode of Florida not acting like Florida. Florida's being very bipolar right now. I don't know who Florida wants to be. New York, maybe one of those Midwest towns. It's not acting like Florida. South Florida. It's not acting like anything in the South. Oh my God.
I said, brr, it's cold in here. Must be some clothes in the... What's going on right now? What is going on right now? Not a single 90 in the weather app. I haven't seen a single 90 in my weather app.
80s and 90s is where it's
in months. The highest we're going to get this week is 81.
That's cool.
No, it's not, because it's only happening once. Yeah. That's cool. Psych!
And on top of it, it's the wind blowing us. We're inside, in which
I'm cold.
Anyways, we got some news for you. We're back. We're happy. Two peas in a pod. And how you feeling besides cold?
I was about to go again with the bird, but I'm good, man. Had a good week.
Let's warm things up and get this episode started, shall we?
Let's get it.
Let's get this Marvel business out the way. First bulletin on the agenda, Thanos.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
Why?
Thanos. Don't ask me.
What is that?
I hope it's a rumor, but it's just a rumor and it's nothing more. But when I hear it from Josh Brolin himself, I don't know. But according to him, he's heard through the grapevine Marvel might be bringing Thanos back. What do you think about that?
Here's the thing. The Thanos that we know of in the MCU, the one who got and done with, he's not coming back.
Everything makes sense, though. I see what you're alluding to. Keep going.
This is a multiverse now. If you've been following everything, and I know it's a lot, the last thing we left off was Loki and how he's holding everything together now.
That's true. And let me refresh your memory. If I'm not mistaken, the original Thanos got killed. Boom, we got that out the way. Then the Thanos from 2012 came back through, and they gave him that big ass war in the Avengers movie, right? He didn't get defeated. He ran back into his portal.
Honestly, why?
And remember, we got that in Guardians of the Galaxy. We got the Gamora from that
timeline or
that squad. So that left too many questions unanswered and gives you an avenue. Even though I don't want it, if they were to go through with it, it would make sense because of all of that.
You know what would be funny? Give me Thanos from What If Season 1. Remember how he was chilling in the bar? Remember he was chilling in the bar, he's sipping a martini and everybody's like...
Hell, I'll go crazier with it. There's an Eternals movie that's not coming out anytime soon. I don't know which route they're going. They did say that it's going to be more celestial, more galaxy-ish, more out there with it. And to tell the Eternals story, I don't know if you know, Thanos is related to Athena, cousin somehow, so they could go that route.
Remember, his half brother came at the end. Or is it his half brother, or is that his brother?
He's part of the family branch.
That's his brother. I think that's his brother.
I don't want to say brother directly, but you're right. They're related.
Yeah.
So there's many avenues they could go of that. We'll see. We'll see how that. What's that idea? What else we got going on in Marvel news, my good sir?
Marvel / we gotta do the / because it's not fully Marvel
I'm glad that you said that.
As far as the cinematic world goes, / Sony, Venom, the animated R-rated Spider-Man project focused on Venom character is rumored to be in development at Sony, potentially marking its first R-rated Spider-Man project. And also, Venom 3 drops November 8th of this year.
I'm not mad against this. You know, I'm always complaining about Sony, but it seems like they're trying to set their foot down. They're trying to matter. They're trying to make themselves matter with these constant insistence of
you know why we can't be mad? They actually care about continuity.
Yeah. I can't knock what they're doing.
They're trying. Mind you, I know you haven't. Don't get mad at my man's. All right, I know you haven't seen 1 and 2, but before 3 drops, we gotta make it.
I can't see 3 if I didn't see 1.
Yeah, we gotta see 1 and 2. And remember, I told you I think that Venom 1. I haven't seen 2. You haven't seen 1 or 2. I haven't seen 2. I think Venom 1 was the best Sony production besides. Is it Andrew Garfield? Spider-Man. Because I liked Andrew Garfield Spider-Man because it was more geared towards the Spider-Man animated series that we grew up on. That Peter Parker / Spider-Man was like that to me. But this Venom was the better movie that Sony has dropped, in my opinion.
Gotcha.
Yeah, in my opinion. But yeah, looking forward to an R-rated
animated.
Animated.
I want to see what a Sony Venom that's R-rated animated would look like, and that gives them more leeway to do more since it would be R-rated.
And then of course the Venom 3 drops November 8th of this year, so that's a lot of Venom this year. And if I'm not mistaken, also in the Sony realm, Madam Web drops the 14th.
Oh, that's this month.
The 14th, yeah.
Not gonna hold you. When I'm doing my research looking for Venom, I came across some Madam Web gripes, and they're not really feeling the trailers. They're predicting that it's gonna possibly be a flop, but like I've said before, I haven't had the meal yet, so until I have a bite.
Right, let us have the bite first before we can start rah-rah-rahing about it.
I want to have high hopes for it because I just don't want it to flop and it just be a project when we look back and we're like, what happened there? Yeah, to me, you already did that with Morbius. Let's not do that. So I'm giving you guys multiple chances, though.
Y'all really thought we liked this so much, y'all dropped it twice. Anyways, we digress. Next week, Madam Web drops Venom R-rated project, and also Venom 3, November 8th of this year. Other than that, I don't think we have any other Marvel.
That's it for the Marvel news. Till next time. I told you multiple times, like, the DC news, once it gets rolling, it's gonna keep on coming, and we're back with some more DC news.
Keep rolling.
Keep rolling. Where's Fred Durst been? Sorry that I digress. Fred, where are you? If you're out touring, crushing the country, don't mind me.
And if you're not, please go out touring.
Yeah, start doing that. Here's some Batman 2 news. It currently has a release date of October 3rd, 2025. I like that bit of news. We have a release date. During the strike, it was one of the movies that was affected by it. That's cool. The film is set to start shooting in March of this year. Part 2 is being kept under wraps, though, very tightly. We don't know much about it. What you do need to know is this has nothing to do with James Gunn. He's previously said this. This movie will be part of the Elseworld, and other films a part of the Elseworld is the Joker
1 and Joker 2
sequel. And I saw something where they're hoping like somewhere down the line that Batman would
connect with that Joker.
I don't see it because the trajectory will kind of make sense, because if this is an early Joker and this is an early Batman, hey.
Yeah, because remember in Batman 1, we saw how he was learning how to be a detective.
They mentioned
he don't
it,
even got the full Batmobile. His Batcave isn't even fully Batcaved yet. So I could see it happening. I could see it.
So, besides that, The Brave and the Bold. In case you forgot, that since we got Elseworld, let's talk about James Gunn's Batman, The Brave and the Bold. So I've complained about this many times about getting new Batmans, but with James Gunn taking control of things at DC, that means we're gonna need a new Batman for The Brave and the Bold. And Brave and the Bold, matter of fact, let them know.
Okay, The Brave and the Bold was confirmed to be taking place in DC's Universe Chapter 1, titled Gods and Monsters, which will also include the likes of Superman Legacy, Paradise Lost, Booster Gold, which is actually pretty dope because I had to learn about him, and Mercy, this one's for us, baby, Swamp Thing.
I like that. I like the whole concept of DC's Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. That is perfect. But yeah, that's when you could expect to see Batman Brave and the Bold.
In one of those?
In that chapter, he's definitely going to be important. They mentioned he's going to be important. Of course, he's going to be an important character part of chapter. Chapter 1 is going to be introducing everybody along with Creature Commandos and all that other stuff, which is awesome. And we're also going to get our Damien. We're also going to get our Robin finally. It's 2024. There's not one live action movie where we've had any type of Robin
in recent times, because obviously we
had. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking
George
about.
Clooney.
Yeah.
Horrible, but it was horrible, but it was still good.
It's what
we got at the time.
Yeah, I can't lie. At the time, I loved it. It is what it is.
What he said. What did Arnold say? Free. No.
Oh. Chill. I'm not gonna lie. Arnold Schwarzenegger's puns in those Batman movies as Mr. Freeze, you can't beat that. I don't know if that was written in the script or if that was just Arnold just being Arnold.
The robe and the bunny slippers.
You can't beat that. It was no. Penguin or polar bear slippers.
I think it was polar bear slippers.
Ridiculous. Yeah. But yeah, we digress. But yeah, that's the update on the Batman news. You can look forward to Batman 2 October 3rd of 2025. Shooting starts March of this year.
I'm excited. We got Superman Legacy, Paradise Lost.
Besides all of that Batman mumbo jumbo, Paradise Lost. What Google that right quick.
Paradise Lost.
Booster Gold.
I know he's a
and Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
This is another thing I've wanted. We've had Superman. We've had Batman. We've had the main characters for years. Now I don't want to disrespect them and call these guys side characters. There's other characters you guys can use to give us content, and this is a good route. Thanks to you, James Gunn. He's doing what he did with Guardians of the Galaxy.
It's Wonder Woman's, but if I'm not mistaken, because we talked about
reported about this. We did
basically
their history,
their history of how
yes.
the Amazonians lived before. Wonder Woman might be a child. Wonder Woman might not even be here.
Yeah.
It just might be her origins, like her background,
We need
her
that.
story.
We need that because every time Wonder Woman shows up, it's just Wonder Woman, and we sometimes get a visit of her going back there to where she's from, but you never get a whole story. All we know is she's a god. This is where she comes from. That's it.
Mind you, I think they're all equally the same. They just don't like men, and they don't like mankind. So Wonder Woman's the only one like, yo, I gotta go help them. They're pitiful. I gotta go help them.
She really is the chosen one. But yeah, besides that, with them doing all this is awesome.
Yeah,
this is totally awesome.
Yeah, that's a good look. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for any DC news that's coming out.
For sure.
Any DC news, because I like the gritty, dark. You know what I'm saying? Marvel. I love Marvel, but Marvel's more.
With what they're gonna do, I think that's gonna be Swamp Thing's gonna be dark. Creature Commandos it's gonna, even though it's animated, it's gonna be like teeter those lines. It's gonna have comedy in it too. But yeah,
I think Booster Gold's gonna be a
Booster Gold is gonna be comedy action, in my opinion.
Comedy action, because if y'all don't know about Booster Gold, he's from the future and then he comes to present time, but he's like he's kind of a fraud. He's not really who he says he is, so we'll see how that comes out. But Swamp Thing, that's gonna be on there. And you know, Superman Legacy, you know, that's the poster boy. You know, he's gonna be Mr. You know.
If I'm not mistaken, that's 2024. No, it's 2025. Sorry, we're shooting. We're shooting this year.
Yeah, and that's all we got for the DC news.
This is very interesting news, and I feel like we're in an interesting, whatever field it is, we're in an interesting time. We're like in the middle of a lot of big changes coming, and Microsoft is exploring the possibility of publishing its games to other consoles such as PS5 and the Switch. Microsoft hasn't confirmed or denied, but Xbox had Phil Spencer announced on Twitter there was a business update coming soon, and that's pretty much what everyone's been talking about. The video gamers have been talking about as far as Xbox, and they feel like, from what I read, I don't care about console wars.
I was just about to say, I think the war on consoles. This is crazy how I'm saying the war on consoles.
Like the war on
like where the console.
So like I know about console wars because video games have fun to me. I've had multiple consoles at times before, but the narrative they're saying is Xbox is dying or whatever, and they lost the console wars, and they're pretty much forfeiting with them doing this. And they said the last time this happened, knock on wood, I'm not hoping this happened. They said the last time this happened was with Dreamcast, when Dreamcast started,
and it got ousted by PlayStation.
Not ousted, but remember, we started getting games like Sonic the Hedgehog on other stuff.
So it didn't matter if you had a Dreamcast, because now you can have
it on other consoles. So they're saying like this is a replay of that again, and one of the steps of Xbox is dying. But when I read the reports, it's like Xbox is one of Microsoft's moneymaker. So it's up to you to believe, but I don't think like Xbox is gonna fall off. There's too much money there. No. I think they just if anything, need to revamp and figure things out. But
it's time to just integrate everything, because if we're being real here, I'll give you an example. This year, 2K finally became cross-platform with Xbox, PS5 and Xbox. Also, Madden. It was the first time Madden and Xbox got to integrate with each other, so we could play games with like cross-platform. But there's been other games that have been cross-platform. There's so many games that are cross-platform, but the main ones now are like, why not? Let's just like forget about that. Let's just play together. And then one of the games that I saw, because the fact that you brought this up, and one of my games that I used to play first, you said Halo. That's one of them that could possibly come onto the PS5 realm. But Gears of War.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Gears of War. Gears of War was one of those games when I first got introduced. was amazing. This was when I was heavy on Xbox, and that game, that title, Gears of War 1 through whatever, I was heavy on that. Heavy. So if we get a new age Gears of War cross-platform PS5, Xbox, I'm with it. I'm with it.
Yeah, and then I guess this is like, will this be a continuous thing? Like now when they release games, they're gonna
just for multi-platform, PC, PS5.
So no more of that exclusivity.
Yeah, because then also if you look at it this way, a game that just dropped, Power World. You seeing anything about Power World? It's like it's kind of like a Pokemon world, but it's not. But you're gonna be like, this is Pokemon. I can't play that on PS5. Only on. It's I guess Microsoft. Only on PC or Xbox. I cannot play Power World on my Switch or on my PS5. Switch I understand because Switch is Nintendo and Pokemon has that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of counterproductive to have a Power World and a Pokemon in the same console, because Power World is pushing the limits as far as to like, yo Pokemon, y'all slacking because y'all been doing the same game and it's been very meh. Versus Power World is more. You can have a gun in Power World, right? And you're like, wait, what? Right? Like, what's going on? Why we got guns in
Power World?
Yeah. But you get what I'm saying? Like the integration needs to happen. Like it's just like, come on, man, I'm missing out on Power World. Wow, everybody else playing Power World but me. Like, what's going on?
It's a new day and age. It's a new day, and I'm fighting my brain, fighting myself to be open and think different. I don't want to be. I still want to keep that old school mentality, but at the same time, I want to be able to change and understand. Maybe this, with change comes good, and maybe this will be a good thing for Microsoft and them. Who knows? Only time will tell.
Yeah, we'll see. But for now, that's all the video games we have for you. Ooh, don't know how excited. I feel like a little kid, and I don't care. Y'all could judge me. Y'all could laugh at me, point and laugh. Y'all could throw gum at me, tomatoes, whatever. But Moon Girl is back. If you didn't know, now you know. Moon Girl magic. That's my jam.
I'm glad it's back because, as you know, or if you didn't know, we already did we just do it one time, or we continuously?
The thing is, when season 1 dropped, they were doing it
one by one.
Yeah, and then season 2 they just dropped a whole shebang.
Interesting.
Yeah, they dropped the whole shebang on us. They dropped all 14 episodes one time.
We're back, and Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur is back with season 2. If you didn't know, and today we watched 2 episodes. I'm glad we watched those 2 episodes because they
basically
back to back.
Yeah,
I'm a sucker for continuity. I don't know if you know this by now. And episode 1 started off with how they left
off on. Okay, so if y'all didn't know, if y'all haven't watched, sorry, this is a spoiler ahead of time. But season 1 ended with Moon Girl's basically her lab / basement / lair about to explode, whatever it was. Everything was going bad. Big old wormhole in her basement, and Mimi, her grandma, was downstairs, and they were looking at each other. They were holding each other's hands, like, "Hey, I gotta go. I gotta do what I have to do."
Because the only way I can stop it is from the other.
Exactly, and that's how they ended. And then segues right
to
into season 2, episode 1. That same scene where they're holding each other's hands, like, I have to go because the only way I can stop this is on the other side of this portal. And boom, we start off the episode. Yeah. And where she land?
In another universe.
Oh no, she didn't land anywhere. She was zooming through multiverse or the Galactic Highway or whatever.
Galactic Highway.
And then the Beyonder. Oh, here we go. Beyonder comes out of nowhere.
Voiced by Lawrence Fishburne.
Which is awesome. But yes, Beyonder comes out of nowhere. And my man's just like, hold on, you ain't supposed to be here. You're just a regular human.
Mm-hmm.
This is our stop. Exit 22A or whatever the hell. And they stop in this world planet that basically is like an amusement park.
Yeah.
But when they land there, it don't look too good.
Nah. And what's his name? Unfortunately, doesn't have his powers anymore.
Soon as they drop down on this planet, everything's in shambles. It looks horrible. Mind you, the Beyonder's like, oh my god, this is my favorite place. This is awesome. Looks around and is like, wait, this doesn't look the same. Oh, well, I'm out of here. What happened?
No more.
No more magic.
We find out later why, but we'll get to that.
No more magic for my fellow friend, the Beyonder. And him and Moon Girl have to basically work together. Mind you, the Beyonder had to find out quickly because he was being stubborn.
And he refused to listen. He refused to not just listen.
I don't need help.
Refused to be taught.
I don't need help. I don't need your help. Well, I don't need your help.
Yeah, because he's used to having powers all the time.
And slowly but surely, he found out quickly that first of all, he has made a lot of enemies.
Yes, he has. The scene where he looks identical to when Martin had got lumped up.
Oh!
That's how he was looking.
That's how he was looking. Big old lumps on his head.
I'm gonna definitely put that clip there.
You gotta put him side to side.
Yes, I'm gonna do that.
He definitely looked like Martin when he got lumped up in that episode. But yeah, he I guess he finally came to and was like, no, you know what?
After a few humblings,
a few. He's like, no, I'm gonna have to go with you because a regular human like you, but you are here.
But before we get to that, we learn that he's made a lot of enemies as the Beyonder. Like he sent people to these planets and punishment. Remember?
Oh yes. And somebody made a call. Boop 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 boop. Say yo, Beyonder's here. And
let them. Yeah. It was Buddy who had first beat him up.
Buddy who lumped him up first.
After he lumped him up, Moon Girl assisted him. When she was hesitant because she was like, "You don't need my help, remember?"
Yeah, she was in the background like this. I thought you don't need my help.
But she could do help some.
I don't need your help. Bing, 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 bing. 5 more minks in the head. I'm like, no, all right, I need your help.
They go on their merry way. That's when they run into a few more of the fellas. But the one that causes the most problem is Molecule Man.
Molecule Man, which is funny, he's a little different in this universe. Molecule Man is actually a human that gets his powers in the comic book world. In this one, apparently he's from this planet, which is fine. Whatever. This is this universe. I'm not mad at it. And this was Molecule Man's utopia, his baby, his planet that he made to escape, I guess.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Forgive us both. Continue forward with that. While Moon Girl and the Beyonder were moseying through this planet, they run into this universe's Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, but her name is Devil Girl. Moon Dinosaur.
Yo,
that was funny.
That was fire. And the whole time, Devil Girl's like, why are you even helping him?
Yeah.
Like, she's not even trying to fight Moon Girl.
Mind you, Moon Girl thinks the whole thing is cute while she's watching.
She's like, are you alt version of me? And she's like, funny. You know it. And, they're doing their thing. And
Moon Dinosaur is funny.
Yeah, Moon Dinosaur is funny. And Devil Girl is literally like, why are you helping? Like, she's not even trying to attack Moon Girl. She's just straight up, I'm going to hurt you, Beyonder. Because no, I don't like you. I don't. Beyonder got too many enemies out here.
All right, but back to Molecule Man.
Molecule Man, we get back to it. So we find out, first of all, Moon Girl throughout this whole thing is basically gathering things throughout the planet and making her own little ship to get
back home.
The ride, the black hole ride. Remember, that was the ride that they want to get to. And the funny thing is, they finally get to that part. They're about to lift off. Molecule Man basically slaps him out of the ship. And we find out why the Beyonder doesn't have his magic powers on this planet.
No lie, he smacked him like one of those Jordan highlights.
He did. Molecule Man lost everything, including his
I like
powers,
the little backstory. It's not that he lose powers, he just lost everything as far as his utopia that he had created, and he said it took him a very long time, all because what's the name wanted to play golf with asteroids. Beyond it.
He was on a neighboring planet playing golf with asteroids and destroyed the whole utopia that Molecule Man had created, which is crazy. That's not nice.
Which took him forever. And then we find out the reason why Beyonder doesn't have powers is the Molecule Man said he wanted to be prepared for the day Beyonder ever came back, so he made it so that no one has powers here. When
he has that wand. He has a little wand that makes sure that no one has powers here. Yep, and that was interesting.
And then the beatdown begins. Molecule Man starts giving it to Beyonder and Moon Girl, and this is when the problem with the Moon Girl begins. That lasts all the way to the second episode. He was beating up. He was beating her up. Out of all the episodes I've seen of Moon Girl, the Devil Dinosaur, even from season 1, she got beat up. She got beat up by him.
Remember when Loki got slain by Hulk? That's what Molecule Man was doing to Moon Girl.
He was.
Yeah.
He was, and then
beats.
Put the rocks around her. He put the beats on her, and then what's his name came in the ring time? The Beyonder. Oh, the whole how they brought back the tiptoe segment. Perfect. I like how the show does that. Like it full circles a lot of things.
Yep.
Tiptoe, grab the wand. Beyonder saves the day. Gets his powers back. Good stuff. Yeah. And then Beyonder's so humbled now that he could snap and get them back home in a jiffy, but he says, you know what, let's use your ship.
You worked hard, you did all this, I want to see if this is going to work. And if it's not going to work, I'll just snap. But let's see if this works. Let's see if your ship works. And it does, and she arrives back home. And it's funny because as she arrives home, Mimi and, I forget who her sidekick is, the little girl, the Spanish girl. They're both there, and they're like, oh my God, it's good to see you. And Moon Girl's like, oh my God, Mom's worried. It's like, you've only been gone for 2 hours.
Crazy.
Meanwhile, she had like a whole day, maybe 2 days in that planet,
non-stop,
and it's only been 2 hours. That's crazy how time works. But yeah,
we shouldn't be surprised, even though we are.
It's still surprising.
Think of Ant-Man. Quantum
realm. You last the whole.
I love that. I love that whole ant thing. That
a whole crazy. Thing. You last the whole probably month there, and it's only like a day. It's crazy. Episode 2.
The name of that episode was The Great Beyonder. Next episode is called Suit Up.
Suit Up was cool because we see Moon Girl is traumatized,
having flashbacks from her fade with the Molecule Man.
Yeah, it wasn't good. The hands trembling, and I get it because y'all gotta understand, this is a child.
She is. I do remember that.
This is a little girl, and she just got the beats break out of her by a monster.
On top of that, it's far from home. No pun intended.
Oh my God, no one's there. The only person that is Beyonder, which
and mind you, Beyonder has no powers at this time. So
exactly. So and then Grandma sees that. They end up eating. I'm not eating. They were watching a movie, and Moon Girl is going crazy.
Still having
the tremors, the flashback, the trauma. The past trauma, and Grandma sees that, and she's like, you know what? I know what we gotta do. Let's go see my homegirls from back in the day. And they go into the middle of the desert, and they see the two elder ladies that Grandma used to be best friends with back in college, and they basically team up to make Moon Girl a suit. And it was pretty interesting because they made her a suit, but Moon Girl wanted more.
It was her insecurities from that fight with Molecule Man. Every time they'd make an improvement to the suit, it wasn't good enough for her, so they kept on
more vibranium. Added vibranium to the suit.
Not by adamantium.
Adamantium.
Because she said adamantium's. Adamantium is expensive. It's not cheap.
And I wish adamantium doesn't grow from trees. Not yet.
I like that they like it's continuity. I'm a sucker for it.
Yep. And it ended pretty well because basically
before we get to the ending, there's a lot of stuff happened.
Go ahead.
We got to her making the suits or whatever. They keep going, having the back and forth, and she's still having the flashbacks. As a matter of fact, she's not even hasn't even told her Mimi yet.
No one knows. She doesn't. She never says it. But Grandma being a grandma, she understands what's going on. She went through something when she went through that portal, and she's been seeing it since they were home. And it's like, and I want more. And it's like, something happened, and she basically told her, look, it's not about the suit. It's about up here. It's about what you got up here. Your real strength is up here. You got to get past that. And this is what I didn't want to go to the end, but basically, in every episode, there's always, even from season 1, there's always a lesson to be. This is why I like this show so much. There's always a lesson to be learned because it was like, look, you got to overcome that fear, that trauma, that past trauma. You got to, all right, climb that mountain and forget about it. It's all up here. This is your biggest strength right here. Your mind.
I like that.
And it was really dope.
And the big baddie of this episode was a scorpion.
Freaking scorpion.
They got under one of the machines. Button got accidentally pressed. The age-old cartoon stick.
Yep.
Scorpion got huge. And the battle begins, and they got busy. Hey, you're stupid.
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how did that fight go down? She.
First of all, they shoot it out of there. And it darted straight to the nearest village.
It was trying to get to the town, and they were trying to fight it to get from the town.
Yeah, and then all of them, Mimi, the two friends of Mimi, and Devil Dinosaur and Moon Girl all chase after it. They all get bamboozled. Moon Girl's the only one left, and she got this big old tank looking like a Hulkbuster. And she realizes, like, yo, I gotta take this off. This is too slow. Like, I gotta be back to me. Turns back into original OG Moon Girl and faces that giant scorpion, beats the brakes out of her in the town with the old that happens, beats the brakes out of the scorpion, which is dope. And at the end they make her suit. And it comes back to the realization, like, hey, look, it's not about the suit. We're gonna make you a dope suit, but it's not about the suit. It's all about what you got up here. This is your biggest strength. This is what's gonna get you past. This is what's gonna make you Moon Girl from here on out, which is really dope, man. Oh, and my boy Devil Dinosaur got some extendo hands.
That's funny. The love they were showing him was funny. And it sucked when Moon Girl was like, yo, maybe you could. Yeah, but it's like, yeah, my identity, I can't see you. But
she invited Mimi's friends. She's like, y'all need to come to the Big Apple, and then realized, oh, you can't, because first of all, no one knows about Grandma's identity, and no one knows about my identity. And they were like, hey, it's okay. We've waited long enough. We can wait a little longer until you're ready to tell everyone you love who you are. And it's cool. It's cool, man. It's cool. I'm pretty sure we'll see them again.
Yeah, for sure. We have to. You can't just leave it like that. No way. But that was a great start. Great way to start season 2. I'm not mad. I'm anxious to see what else they got
It's 14 episodes.
Yeah.
It's 2 less episodes from season 1, but it's still that's more than enough for me. 14 episodes. They're all out on Disney Plus streaming now, and we're gonna keep reviewing these. We'll probably do them two at a time. Two at a time. Yeah, we'll do it 2 at a time. You know, yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little antsy. I want to watch more of it. If you didn't know, you know, girl magic. Yeah, but that's all we got for Moon Girl for now.
Yeah, and we highly recommend to watch it, alright?
Please, especially with your kids, y'all gonna love it. So, for my anime heads, this month, well, not necessarily just this month, I do have one in particular that came out, I think it was last month. Solo Leveling, the anime, has finally came out. There's probably only 4 episodes out. They drop every Saturday.
Oh, so it's already out?
Oh, yeah. Okay. It's already out. That one's already out.
The trailer I saw.
No. This is Solo Leveling.
Okay.
This is Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling is one that I just embarked in. The first 2 episodes I saw, and I was like, holy smokes, what am I watching? This is amazing. I went so ham that I started reading the manga, and I finished the manga, and let me tell you something. It's good. It's going to be a good watch. It's already a good watch, and I finished it. Not the anime, the manga. I finished the manga, and I'll tell you right now, everything that's going to be animated from here on out is going to be fire.
Awesome.
It's going to be fire.
We should do more of these, and I don't know, not every episode, but like animes to watch. Animes to look out for.
Yeah. You know, the thing is, it's hard because animes don't drop a lot. You know what I'm saying? They be dropping every year, every 2 years. Shit, look at Attack on Titan. It took 3 years for that shit to come back. But yeah, Solo Leveling, and you know what's funny? It's been very anticipated. I can show you a picture of something that you've probably seen for years. For years you've seen, and you're like, oh, so that's what you're talking about? And when that got animated, I was like, whoa, it gets dark. It gets really dark. In other news, I sent my mans over here.
Trailer look crazy.
A trailer.
I'm not even gonna hold you. Trailer look crazy.
It's called Ninja Kamui. Drops on Toonami, which is actually pretty interesting. I don't know if it's gonna be on Crunchyroll to stream.
I'm gonna lie, I didn't know Toonami was still a thing.
Yo, me neither. Which is cool though. It's cool to see that Toonami's still around. But Ninja Kamui drops on Toonami, and basically the basis is of this. I guess he was part of a ninja force, more modern, and he dropped out. He said, "I'm done." Basically, it's like you're leaving a gang. You know, when you leave a gang without properly saying goodbyes, and plus, when you're in a gang, you never really just leave. You can't just leave.
And he escapes to America.
Yeah, he leaves to America, but here's the bad news: because he left, they said they're gonna punish him, and they punish him by basically killing off his whole family. And I believe he had a wife and 2 kids, or a kid, because done, kaput.
And when you see the trailer, man,
he's crazy. He's on a vendetta, and I get it.
I was telling the illustration, the cartoon, it was giving me that Afro Samurai feel. It's not like Afro Samurai, it was just giving me that feel. Yeah. I like how it was drawn. Nice and, would you say, was it dark?
It is dark.
Yeah.
It is dark. I mean, yeah. The trailers I've seen, it's pretty dark.
And being on Toonami made sense on Adult Swim. I was like, oh, made perfect sense.
Afro was on there too. Yeah.
Perfect sense.
It looks really dope. That's right up our alley as far as animes go. It's bloody, like shootouts, adventures, people getting done up quick, goodbye, deleted,
done up and clapped
quick. So yeah, I'm excited for that. When does it drop? I forget. February 10th?
February 10th. 12 episodes.
Oh, Saturday. They're dropping all?
Very soon.
They're dropping all? No.
Why would they tell you 12 episodes?
They're probably not dropping all. It's probably going to be every Saturday. There's no way. And especially if it's on Toonami, they're probably...
Yeah, okay, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? They're probably going to drop it every Saturday.
You're right.
But yeah, so starting this Saturday coming up, it's going to drop. I'm probably gonna watch it. He might watch it, but the thing is, he still has some things to do.
Yo, I'm watching Demon Slayer right now, and it is getting spicy.
What episode you on? 23 or
made
24?
it to the, I don't know what episode, but he finally made it to the, how do you call them again? The H words.
The Hashiras?
The Hashiras, he made it. The Hashiras finally made it. I don't like how they're talking and handling him, but he told me to chill. But right now, I'm hating on them heavy. They're like abusing him. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Basically, they got him hogtied. They got Tanjiro hogtied. The other two aren't there.
Who?
Zenitsu and
They're tied up. They're not tied up. They're in the hospital.
Yeah, because they're banged up pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
But Tanjiro and Nezuko, well, Nezuko's still in her box, but Tanjiro is hogtied, and all the Hashiras.
Oh no, it got crazy. She's out of her box. And like when I told you, you can't blame me for feeling this way. Excuse my language. FUCK Tard over here starts stabbing the box and cuts his like. Even if we get to a point where we're solid, we're cool. You know how I felt about Sasuke, right? I hear you. You know how I do. Once it's on, it's on. That's it.
Listen,
I don't care what he does later.
Listen,
I don't like. Man stabbed it and cut his blood. Like, man, what?
Everybody has a backstory, and you're gonna understand why he is the way he is. You'll understand. Is it right? Absolutely not. But you gotta also understand, this is the first time we have a situation where a demon is on our side.
I understand all that fine and dandy. But when the OG of OGs, your master says this is what we're doing, and you're still wilding out, yeah, I'm there with Demon Slayer right now. That's how I feel.
Yeah, he's about to finish season 1. After season 1 is the train arc, and we're gonna be rolling because February 23rd, Demon Slayer Hashira Training Arc, the movie, drops. And I got to get my man prepared for that because we are all going to be watching that when it drops.
I can't wait.
So we got Train Arc. After the Train Arc, Entertainment District, which was fire. And then after the Entertainment District is the Sword Art arc or something like that. I forget what it is. Yeah, I just know there's two arcs, and then boom, we got the Hashira training arc after that. So
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But for now, that's all the anime news we have.
Two P's with your fight news. We got a lot of bangeries to get through. Let's start off with February 2nd in Muay Thai.
Shout out to Tita. Happy birthday. It was her birthday on February 2nd.
Happy birthday to you.
Let's get it.
One Friday nights 50, we see Kamawat FA group defeat Yodfufai Webinar via split decision. That was a catchweight fight.
Interesting.
Sorry I had no footage for that. Here's what's interesting. That was the main event I just mentioned. I went to go, try to get footage. They had footage for every other fight except the main event.
Okay. I wonder why.
February 4th. Did you see this footage?
I did not. February
4th, Thai fight, King of Muay Thai. We see Sanchi defeat Adam Kabak via decision. Sanchi's legendary. He has over
active at... Oh, Jesus!
Over 300 fades. You know how these Muay Thai dudes do?
Son, this is like Buddy... what? I'm not going to say it, but...
It's not uncommon to have over 100 fades.
But my man's is 40... Yo, that's a question mark?
Mm-hmm.
43. That sucks because I was a slow question mark and it's still... Oh, he went...
Look what his Biron did.
I saw him.
That means he was getting fed to the body all night.
Oh,
he was getting fed to the body.
That's
smart.
He went like this.
That's smart. And you know what I've come to realize? Age isn't a thing. It's experience. Yeah. I could run plays on you.
My thing
I'm running plays.
You're right. Because then not only that, that's so fluid for him.
Mm-hmm. That's light. What's that? Me and Alex were talking about that 10,000 hour mark. Once you reach 10,000 hours, this is a walk in the park. I'm about to run plays. Congratulations to Sanchi at 43 years old. You said right? Crazy.
43.
February 2nd in MMA, Lux Fight League 39. Edward Delgado defeats Francisco Patron via KO. Round 3 retains the LFL featherweight title.
Oh, they throwing them things. Who's who? I'm about to find out. Oh! Oh, he's dead. Damn, he hurt him. Yo, okie dokie, all right.
February 3rd, we had a UFC Fight Night. Nasruddin Imavov defeats Roman Dolidez via decision. That was a middleweight banger.
Oh, shoot. Oh.
They're one of those things where they're just throwing them.
That too was crazy. All right, let's get it.
On that same day, Fighting Force 13. In the main event, we had Elio Santos defeat Giovanni Gallardo via KO in round 1 for the FFP lightweight title. We have no footage of that. Which we do have footage of Vincent Van Gogh defeating Jessian Bayong via KO.
Oh, first of all, his name really Vincent Van Gogh? Whose man's?
For the FFP bantamweight title. You know where this event take place?
Where?
Dominican Republic.
Hey, yo, de lo mío. First of all,
Santo
Domingo? Santo Domingo.
That knee was crazy.
No, Santiago. I'm from Santiago. Santo Domingo is the capital. Yo, no, can we go back to the fact that this man's name is Vincent Van Gogh?
Yeah. Did
he change his name? Or is he a Van Gogh? Is he really a Van Gogh?
His parents probably was wilding like that.
Or is he Vincent Van Gogh the Fifth?
His parents, you can't know. I gotta do my homework.
And he's fighting. He's not even doing what the Van Gogh, original Van Gogh is doing.
This is still art.
All right. I don't like you right now. Oh, it is a martial art. All right, that's fine. Van Gogh's up in like. Hello.
February 4th in MMA Fury Challenger Series 11. Yadir Daval defeats Adam Smith via submission. Round 1 remains undefeated. He is now 6-0.
What is this? Is that a
that's regular guillotine. Round 1 too. The freshest time you want to.
Oh, he's red like a tomato. Get out of there. Oh my god, that was nice.
Let's get into some boxing, y'all. February 2nd. Oh, it's been a minute. Bubba, this is crazy. BKFC. Austin Trout defeats Luis Palomino, who was undefeated, 9-0, via unanimous decision. What's the score?
3 times 49-45. That's a butt whooping.
And is now the new BKFC welterweight champion.
Damn, first time. Wait, wasn't Buddy 9-0 and other Buddy was like
1-0?
1-0. Oh Jesus. Oh Lord. The fact that it even finished, because these fights don't.
Yeah. You know, we used to talk about that a lot. Like, I want to see rounds. I like seeing KOs, but I like seeing fights too.
Yeah, because these. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, yo. Okay, I gotta stop seeing that.
February 3rd in boxing, Joshua Buatsi defeats Dan Aziz via unanimous decision, taking his British and Commonwealth titles in the process. Aziz is now 20-1, because we remember these guys were both undefeated.
Yeah, they were. Oh, this is the one where one of them had to come out with a lot. Yo, oh, can I tell you something? They both was banging. They both was banging. But let me tell you. Look. This is what I love. This is what you've taught me. Look at the foot. Hop, hop. The jab, hop, hop. The jab with the foot, hop, hop. Some people are very just still and flat-footed. He literally followed with every step was a jab, hop, hop.
The dance. He followed the rules of the dance. That was nice. The next fight was also between 2 undefeated fighters. We had Conor Benn defeat Peter Dobson via unanimous decision, giving him his first loss while remaining undefeated with a record of 23-0. Dobson is now 16-1. That was a junior middleweight bout.
Yo, he hit him with a hook, a crazy hook. Nah. The beginning, he hit him with a look how he stepped with the hook. Yep.
Yum! You got a good twerk on that. Let's see what's upcoming for us this week in combat sports. February 9th in Muay Thai.
Friday, February 9th on Friday. Talk to me.
One Friday Fights 51. Rumbelector. You got
2-2
versus Sonor Sen.
2-0.
February 9th in MMA, we have LFA 176. Elijah Johns.
9-3
versus Alfred Walker
12-6
for the LFA featherweight title.
Let's get it, boys.
Cage Fury 129. We see Fatima Klein
5-0
versus Andressa Romero
6-3
for the vacant Cage Fury FC strawweight title.
Oh, somebody's coming away with a title. Let's get it.
ACA 179. On that same day, we have Evgeny Goncharov
19-3
versus Anton Vyazigin.
You're wild.
I know.
You're wild. 16-4
for Evgeny's ACA heavyweight title.
I have a question. What do? You YouTube? I gotta know your secret.
How many episodes are we in now, right now?
I just gotta know.
How many episodes?
64.
Okay.
What do you be
That's
doing?
enough. That's enough. That's enough practice, man.
I know, but wait.
I'm getting better. Like wine.
You be YouTubing?
Nah, not even YouTube. Okay.
You find out how they say the name?
Not even. I wish. Make my life easier. February 10th, MMA. We have a UFC fight night. Jack Emerson.
Saturday. Jack Emerson is 23-8
versus Joe Pyfer.
12-2.
That's a middleweight bout.
Let's get it.
Eternal. I'm bringing you organizations not only you've never heard of, I've never heard of. It's a win-win. Eternal MMA 82. We have Quillen Southgate
5-1
versus Dom Marfan
4-1
for the EMMA lightweight title.
Interesting. I like how they did that one.
Octagon
With
50.
a K.
Octagon 53. Katarina Dalsada
10-3
versus Eva Dorth
85. Is this a woman fight?
for the OKMMA strawweight title.
Interesting.
This here is what I wanted to get to. February 10th.
Oh my guy. Okay.
February 10th, we have Shoot Boxing 2024 Act 1.
What does that mean?
Which means the next time they have an event, it'll be Act 2. The next time they have an event will be Act 3, Act 4.
This is the first?
Yeah, Act 1. No, this is the first act of this year because last year they had Act 1 for 2023. You following?
2024 Act 1. Wait, I feel like this is a script. But all right, let's do
They're
it.
very anime over there. I like how they're doing it.
I like that.
We have, ready for these records?
Yep.
Kato Ono.
54. Wait.
I did my homework.
54-7.
Versus Pech Morakat.
You thought I was shook with the first one, right? You ready for this? 100. Yeah, I'm not done. 170-35. I don't even care that you got 35 losses. My man's has 170 wins. In boxing, you're wilding. You've been fighting.
And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna tell them about shoot boxing. Right after that, you tell them about Kato.
Talk to me.
What is shoot boxing? You might be asking. Shoot boxing is a mixture of two parent combat styles of shoot wrestling and kickboxing, allowing for kicks, punches, knees, elbows, throws, and standing submissions.
Standing submission. So no ground game.
No, everything stand up.
Fire. Okay.
Tell them about Kato though.
Kato is the current knockout black super welterweight champion.
Keep going.
The former shoot boxing super lightweight champion.
Keep going.
And the shoot boxing S Cup World Tournament winner.
He's a beast.
So, I understand my man's, how do you say, Pech
Marakat.
170-35 is impressive, but my man Kato is very decorated.
You know why? It's my fault that you said that. Forgive me. I didn't put Pechmarakat's decorated resume because it would have took over the whole thing. That even though
I get it.
Katos is impressive.
170 is wild.
Titles upon titles.
You know what?
One did it. Shootboxing did it. Do you name it? He did it.
First of all, I didn't even say your name. Okay. No disrespect. Can you say it one more time for me?
Pechmarakat.
You the man. That's all I gotta say,
Bro. And when I put it, when I did put it, it was so long. I was like, I'll just say that he's awesome because there's no way I was gonna be able to unload all of that.
So basically, two awesome boxing / shootboxing athletes are about to wall out
in a shootboxing ring.
Fire. Hey, may the best man win. I'm not rooting for anybody. Y'all both do your thing. Y'all both do your thing.
Figure it out. Figure it out. In boxing on February 8th, we see Teofimo Lopez.
Let's go. That's my boy. 19-1
versus Jamie Ortiz.
17-1
for Lopez's WBO World Super Lightweight title.
Talk to me. I'm going for Teofimo.
Yeah, same here. Same here. A shout out to Jamie Ortiz, but Teofimo, do your thing.
Get that 20.
February 10th, we have Hamza Shariz.
18-0, Mr. Undefeated.
Versus Liam Williams.
25-4. This is good.
For the Commonwealth middleweight title. This is the second time I've heard about this Commonwealth title.
Yeah, I was about to say, what is a Commonwealth?
And what I'm seeing is it's always with the internationals, the British. It's always over there. Because you'll hear the Commonwealth title during a British fight. Because I heard one of these fights, not only did he take the Commonwealth title from him, he took away his British title from him. So I was like, this is more an international thing. I've never heard a Commonwealth title over here. And it's just like how there's a WBC, there's a WIBO title, even more belts. So you could be a boxer. So now you got to think about it. You're a boxer. Where are you at? If you're over here, you're going to grow up and get these titles. If you're over there in London, you're going to get those Commonwealth, British titles, unknown titles, until you get to the bigger stages where you can fight for the WBAs. These are decorative titles. These are things you're supposed to win on your way up.
Makes sense. That makes sense. Before we finish, I do want to give a special shout out to a lot of buzzing has been happening to this one UK boxer. His name is Ben Whitaker. It's the first time I've heard about this guy. And it's interesting to see because it was months prior where I was digging in my little rabbit hole of YouTube. And who did I find?
Emmanuel Augustus.
And it's interesting.
Wow.
Months ago. It was literally months ago. And it's funny because, like, I love how, I guess, history repeats itself always. And it's art in the greatest form in my eyes, because the reason why I dug into Augustus is because it was intriguing to see his style of fight. It was the drunken master boxing style of fighting. And then this past weekend, Ben Whitaker explodes off of this reel or video clip that we've seen of him fighting. Sorry for the man who had to be on the opposite end of this, but he was basically obliterating him in the same style Augustus had. And it was really dope to see. It's dope to see because it's a modern era. One thing I didn't like that we already talked about is the ref kept interfering in the fact that I guess he was showboating. But
had it been in a boxing officiated ring like Emmanuel Augustus would fight in, he would have been okay. He would have been fine.
He would have been fine, right? Yeah, because, there was a lot of things being said that in this division or in this, what would you call it, in this organization, certain things can't be done because of safety. So him spinning around,
showboating, and like even in boxing fights, a ref will, if you talk too much, a ref will like, yo,
stop, like shush.
So like,
yeah. But, people were saying that the spinning around, not only was it because of showboating, but for safety issues, you're exposing the back of your head. Him doing the back fist punch to the top of the head, I guess, wasn't okay. So I understand safety is always a thing because, obviously, we've had some deaths. And we want to keep it safe.
And to counter out that, you've experienced this when sparring. And some guys... that's their whole persona and how they fight. Like, when you're in, they call it your I forgot
The zone, like
when you're in the zone. There is a technical term for it, but when you're in that zone, it's not like, oh, I'm gonna be cocky and show up.
No.
There's that zone. You really can't explain it, dog. There's this zone where you get into. It's almost like Goku's Ultra Instinct.
It is.
It comes very. So for some fighters, it comes very few. Flow state. When you get into that flow state, it comes very few for some fighters. For some fighters, they can activate that flow state and give you problems. And apparently, he's in command of his flow state.
I'll tell you this from experience when we used to spar all the time. Learning from him, I was very...
And that style makes you become robotic. You can't...
stiff, nothing's flowing. Versus him, much more experienced than me, he hands down, he just picks his...
And I'm not showboating. I'm trying to be calm.
At first, I was like, man, I'm trash. Like, he doesn't even care about... Nah, it's because he got to a point where he's just... Because, mind you, it was after miles on the bike, 10 minutes, 3 rounds, 5 minute 3 rounds on the punching bag. So he's already...
And that's when I can activate my flow state.
So
I know
he's
what I
just
take.
Chilling, you know, like it's interesting to see, like, what he's bringing to the boxing world is entertaining. But I also think it's professional. Hopefully, we get to see more of him and maybe get out of that organization and come into this side of the world, so we can get more of that, and the refs aren't so much in it.
We might see him on one of these Saudi Arabia cards. Knowing how them boys is operating right now.
Saudi wants the real stuff. Bring him up.
Now with I like what they're doing with Tyson Fury getting his cut and the fight's been canceled. They said that's cool. We'll schedule a fight for another time. We're not doing nothing, and if the next time, if someone can't make it, we're gonna have another boxer in place.
Oh, but no, they're also penalizing.
Yeah, they're not playing. They're showing you why they gotta show you how to do it.
Yeah, because we've set down a contract. Stop playing, and if you keep playing with my money, we gonna take your money. Point blank. Period. I like it. But yeah, that's all we got for boxing news. Till next time, y'all.
Like the great philosopher Radric Delantic once said, "Burr, it is still cold as hell." HE double hockey sticks. Gee golly whiz. And if you don't know who Radric is, I'm talking about Gucci, man. Stop playing.
Gucci! Listen.
Another episode in the book.
I might as well just tattoo an ice cream on my face. Because this is getting ridiculous.
Until further notice, yeah, because this is... You sound just like not just ridiculous. Shout out to our boy Avery. Oh, before we get out of here, yo. Shout outs to my boy Jalen, a.k.a. Quick Temper Dog.
Yo.
Get well soon. We're wishing you a speedy recovery. I wish Wakanda was an actual place.
Oh.
I go there.
I'll ship you out there.
Ship you out there. Get some help to speed all of that. Get some, what is it, adamantium?
Adamantium.
All of that. Give them new knees, new quads, all of that, man. God dang. All jokes aside, wishing you a speedy recovery. I'm so sorry this happened to you, man. I hate for other people to be going through injuries. I've been injured myself, not to that extent, but injuries suck, and, you know, not being able to do what you like to do, yeah, it's always disheartening. I feel for you, brother.
You know what I love? I love how there's two parts of a community. There's the part who don't know what they're talking about because we've already been through this, and everybody's been yapping at the mouth of, oh, he's just trying to show off. He should never show off. Blah blah blah. Y'all don't even know the man.
Yeah, man.
Then there's the other part. The man needed help for the surgery, and they banded together, came together, helped the man out. Got the funds for the surgery, and I love that for him because he's a good man. He's a good man. He's a great trainer, and he's out. Look. This is what it is meant to be as a community. Come together and help the man out. And like we said, hope you have a speedy recovery, brother. I know it's painful. His first injury, right? Your
Crazy.
first major injury.
Crazy.
Hey.
And last.
Yes. Speaking into existence. Your first and last injury in this realm. Please come back strong, my boy.
Yeah. And on that note, if you're feeling the vibe.
Wait. You sure? Oh, yeah. Like, share, and subscribe. Now I'm the one that's getting ruthless. Stop playing with
It's
us.
still the top of the year. You have all the time to do that. Come on, guys.
Relax.
And that was episode SESENTA y CUATRO.
Please.
My name's Platini.
Hey, and my name's Plaque.
Till next time.